Alright, Kimbo White here. I want to say one thing real fast before I start talking about these. Um, Everybody says MMA math don't work. That's MMA math don't. MMA math does not work. 5 words. You need to add 3 words to that either way. Uh, However you look at it, change the sentence to make it true because it's not the way people say it. Make it sound like it never works, and that's not true. What they should say is MMA math does not work all of the time, or they should say MMA math does work some of the time. See what I'm saying? And that that would be the correct way to say that because it does work sometimes. And anybody who does fight predictions knows that because people's fight predictions are not always based totally on MMA math, but they always do the math because unless you just one of them guys that loves to throw predictions straight off the top of your head like that. I have known a few guys like that. But guys who like to have tried to take it seriously do their homework. Well, I'm already bullshitting too much, so my point is this main event of this card is one where you have to do the MMA math of recent. And yeah, I'm a huge Hendo fan, guys. Real big. Okay, I I thought that Paul Harris would beat him back in the day. Um, I thought that Cavalcanti was going to would beat him for the light heavyweight title fight in the Strike Force in 2010 and 11, whatever the hell. Yeah, man, and I underestimated him in both of those fights, and I'll tell you what, I picked him to beat Bisping, and he knocked him out. But the loss of Jake Shields was really pretty crazy. Really showed that he can be dominated on the ground by a good grappler without a lot of wrestling credentials and this and that, which is what Jon Jones is. I just, the Jake Shields thing really just kind of came to mind. I'm sure I'm sure Jones can out grapple Shields. That'd be fun to watch. But anyways, here's the thing. Um, he knocked out Sobral, which I figured he'd do that. I called that. Cavalcante was to me Cavalcante was fairly impressive because Cavalcante's tough. But he's no Jon Jones. He's not even near Jon Jones. We're not going to go into that. He knocked out a beat up old Fedor, who's still tough and still probably could have knocked out Dan as well. Uh, but, or, submitted him or something if the right thing would have happened. Fedor's still a good grappler, but Dan showed that he was still in top shape. But when he knocked out, he made Fedor look like an old man. Okay, that's a good credit to his career, but he knew that he knocked out an old Fedor. Everyone knew that he knocked out an old Fedor. Um, it's just the way it is, man. It's fighting. Okay, I'm not trying to discredit anybody or anything they do. I can already see I'm gonna have to do 2 parts on this. I might as well just talk about this fight and then do the rest on another video. Because of the way I gotta upload these damn things. But anyways, here's what I'm getting at with MMA math. Look at the war, the war with Hua. That, to be honest, if it was a street fight, Dan was gonna lose because he got saved by the bell at the end of the fifth and went on points. So, street fight, who beat Dan Henderson? And they both ended up in the hospital. That's the way that is. MMA match, yeah. Dan got the win. Unanimous. Um, which was controversial too. But anyways, look at the fucking war. If you haven't seen the fight, go watch it. There's a picture of them standing next to each other at the hospital afterwards. They fucked each other up. Jon Jones came out of the Hua fight fairly unscathed. And basically just showed everybody a blueprint to take Mauricio Hua out easily. Anyone with his physique, range, style, anybody who can do that, he gave him a blueprint. So, plus, not only that, everybody knows Mauricio Hua is in the same boat as all these other Pride guys that are still hanging around. They're all getting old. They're still tough as nails. We still like to watch them fucking fight. But at the same time, let me just sum it up in a nutshell. They're crow cops. They're all getting to be crow cops. For American fighters, you could say a lot of these Pride guys, or even a few of these American guys, they're Ken Shamrocks. You know, crow cops are Ken Shamrocks. Quit fucking fighting. Uh, Crow Cop says he was gonna retire with this kickboxing match he did a while back. Now he's coming out saying he's gonna fight some more MMA. I understand it's their bread and butter. I understand some people live beyond their means and need money. I understand some people do it just for the love of the sport. But, I don't understand a guy who is to get into the age where he can no longer whip any serious professional fighters and keeps going in, maybe one or two last fights for, to pull a paycheck. But after that, the fans don't want to watch you fight, man. And, at least, hopefully, Hua and Henderson and, Sobral. I don't even know what Sobral's been doing. I hope none of these guys, Vanderlei Silva, lower themselves to fighting in lower organizations in the UFC once they do retire. I don't know if Vanderlei's retiring after that last fight or what he's doing. But anyways, to make a long story short, I'm going with Jon Jones in this fight. You have to do the MMA math. Now, for Dan Henderson to win this fight, now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong at all. Because I guarantee that the odds in Vegas are going to be some dumb shit. Dan Henderson has an extremely good chance of winning this fight. Dan Henderson's fought heavyweight. Dan Henderson's big enough and strong enough and has the wrestling ability to scramble with Jon Jones, get up with him on top of him, all these types of things. He's one of the best in the world at doing all that stuff. So, and not only that, he's one of the best in the world at cutting the distance. Jon Jones is going to have to be on his fucking A game to beat Dan Henderson, okay? But here's the thing. I have yet to see fucking Jon Jones come in the octagon on his B game. If he does it against Dan Henderson, there's a good chance he get his ass whooped. Alright? And I'm at 9 minutes. I talked 9 minutes on one fucking fight. I could talk another 10 minutes on this fucking fight, but I ain't going to. So there's that one. That's the main event. And I'm going to upload another video for the rest of the card. Alright? Thanks for listening, guys. Last word with Kimbo White.